All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video. I'm going to show you guys how I take these dogs on an off-leash walk. Dipper is reactive to other dogs. This one probably just has no training whatsoever. Livy, how much training do you have? Livy, sit. See? See? Sit. Good. All right. So this is how we're going to do it. First of all, the dogs have to be obedient when we're going on the walk. They can't just choose to run away without consequence. And even though I don't have leashes or e-collars or anything on them, I'm still going to show you how I control them on the walk. Come on. Morning. Good. Dipper's getting excited about the other dog, but learning to control that excitement. We've been working with Dipper for the last, I want to say 5 or 6 months, and I'm going to show you a video of Dipper right here. So I don't want to let him... Hey! This is how reactive Dipper used to be when I first met Dipper, but we've been working on that with the owners, and he's gotten to a point where we can walk off leash. This is an accomplishment, and it is a testament to the training. All right, so let's find some dogs and see how they do when we approach them. All right, we've got a car coming, so we're going to move to the side. Good. So every time there's a car coming, I try to make it a point to move the dogs to the side so they build a habit of just moving to the side whenever they see cars, or at least assuming that something is going to happen whenever we see cars. All right, so we're going to let this other car pass as well. All right, no issues. Let's go. So now we're back on command. Capri, with me. Livy, come here. Okay, let's go. Capri, over here. All right, car coming. Livy, over here. Good. All right, let's go. All right, let's see the dogs. Livy, over here. So I'm not going to make a big deal when they move around, if they go into the road a bit, as long as they're with me. Livy. Good. Livy, over here. Over here. Livy. Over here. Hey, over here. So essentially the goal is to just make sure that we're keeping them in line and we don't allow them to get to what it is that they want or what they are interested in, because at that point it'll be too late. Livy! Good. And so we're just going to keep interrupting. We're going to keep interrupting their desires to do anything else but stay on the walk. But what I do on the walk is that I give them some breaks in between, so they can go sniff, break. And they could be dogs, they could do dog things. The dogs don't always need to be on a pack walk, on a structured walk, although I think there's a time for that. Whenever you have multiple dogs and you have a purpose, you have somewhere that you're going to for a reason, I think that's understandable. But if you're just going for a casual walk that needs to be mutually beneficial, luckily I live in a neighborhood where it's a bit loose on the laws when it comes to walking with a leash. And with that, the dogs are conditioned to kind of move somewhat freely, but most of the dogs are well behaved and will still follow their owners. And so I think most people don't mind around here. But in general, we're trying to teach the dogs to essentially just move with us, but we still want to allow them to enjoy the walk and give them all of these breaks in between. So for me, I pick certain points on the walk where I say, here is a break, and then here we're back on command. I look on the road, and if there are no cars, then we're clear to continue. All right, let's go. Now we're back on command, and the rules apply. With me. Over here. Let's go. With me. Good. So here's another tactic that you could apply. So whenever they get too far forward, Livy. Oh, what do we have here? Who gave you permission to go that close? You see Dipper's hackles are up, but there was no reactivity. Well, there's reactivity, but there's no reaction. Good. Come here. Shake it off. All right, let's go. So I don't really shy away from dogs. I want to teach the dogs how to be okay with situations like that. So if their dog's barking, even if there was a dog walking, you know, on the road, if the owner was okay with it, I would allow them to meet, as long as that dog was not pulling with the owner or that dog was not acting, you know, a bit rambunctiously. So that's Livy's choice right there, to ignore and come back. So normally people would reward that and make a big deal of it, but I don't make a big deal of it because that is what the dog is supposed to do by default. So the dog is just doing what it's doing. She's learning. She's going, oh, I don't like this situation. I'm going to walk away from it. You know, so I don't have to call her back unless I see that she's struggling. So if I stop now, I want the dogs to come right back to me. Look at Livy. The one thing a lot of reactive dog owners do is they avoid situations because they don't want to stress their dogs out or the other dogs out. And I think that it's unfortunate because the only way the dog is going to learn is by the exposure to such a situation. All right, this seems like a good spot for a break. Break. Don't go into someone's house because I said break. Come on, off. Off. Sometimes when you tell them break, they don't know what to do with it. Like, what do I do? Where do I go? Go sniff. Uh-oh, someone picked up a, what do you call these things on the ground? Come here, let me see. Oh, there it is. Yeah, thorns. See overexcitement? No. Livy. Livy, come here. Hey, come on. With me. Sometimes I swing the stick on this side to prevent them from wanting to go on this side, or whichever side I am. Hey, see, like that. You're in the way of the stick. You're in the way of the stick. Someone's head just got hit. Huh? Uh-oh. Capri, get that. Pick it up. Good girl. Pick it up. There we go. Good girl. With this freedom that the dogs enjoy comes discernment. If you see horses, that doesn't mean you just run up to them, right? So this is a good learning experience for them, and this is where I'm going to then be more firm, and I want to make sure that the dogs are with me and not acting on their own right now. So I wouldn't allow them to just run in there, for example, because that would be the rudest thing possible. Hey, over here. We can observe, and that horse is actually particularly friendly. Come on. In between all of that freedom has to be, you got to take things away from them. You give it to them, you take it away, you give it to them, you take it away, so they understand that it's not just something that they have and they can just do whatever they want with. So there has to be kind of an understanding, a balance, a give and take. If I start noticing that the dog is listening to me less, then I'm going to take away the freedom. And we're going to go back to structured walk. And if they're starting to do well on that, then I'll give them some freedom again. So it's always back and forth, always give and take. And again, when it comes to situations like that, there has to be more understanding that even though I'm loose on certain things, I'm not loose on a situation where there are other animals around, and I don't want them to ever think that's okay. So that's why I'm more strict about the rules in certain areas as we go on the walk. All right. I guess the human gets peace of mind, and you know, the dogs are happy, they're well relaxed, and then when we go into the house, you know, everyone's gonna be chilled and we won't have any more issues, hopefully. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in another video.